whoever that is, how you doing? Thank you for the thumbs up. You came through and you gave me a thumbs up. I appreciate you. Y'all be wanting to know how many steps, right? A lot of y'all be wanting to know how many steps. 10,000 minimum. All right? 10,000 minimum. And that's just in your day-to-day. That's not including your exercises, right? That's not including the exercises. For me, so for those who ask about me, yeah, 10,000 minimum. But typically 12, 15,000. 12, 15,000, unless we have a lazy day and we chill out all day. Okay? We're going downhill. And you walk fast downhill because you got to stop yourself from going down that hill. Going down that hill. So, going downhill, let me tell you, sometimes can be just as challenging as going uphill, right? The decline can be just as challenging as the incline. So don't let it fool you. Don't let it fool you. If you're on your treadmill, increase that resistance. And always, professional disclaimer. Don't do anything you see me do or hear me say over here without consulting, contacting, having conversation with your primary healthcare provider. Be that your doctor, your MD, your medical doctor, your GP, general practitioner, physician's assistant, CRNP, certified registered nurse practitioner. Look, your weight trainer, your fitness coach, your personal trainer. Okay? You had any injuries in the past? Your occupational therapist, your physical therapist, right? Your specialty doctor for any specialty issues that you have, right? That's your healthcare team. So always have open lines of communication with your healthcare team so that you guys will be on the same page. Make sure that they have open lines of communication with one another, right? You need to make sure of that. Okay, we're going uphill, all right? We move with a purpose over here, okay? Whether we're flat, right? Whether the platform is flat, decline, incline, we move with purpose, right? Girl. Get on up that hill. Knock it out. You you're gonna do it with a purpose, not just for talk. Oh, the honeysuckles look so nice. The honeysuckles look so nice. Happy Thursday, y'all. Happy Thoughtful Thursday. See, that's how you just go ahead and knock the heel out. You keep moving. Keep moving. Ooh, look like they just moved. Keep moving. Have some pep in your step. Move with a purpose. If you're gonna do it, make it count for something. Now, a purpose for you may be like this. Because you may be a beginner. You may just be restarting after a long hiatus. Or you may be, nurturing something and you need to move like this. Guess what? You're moving. So that's your purpose. Each person's purpose is different. But we move with purpose. We move with purpose. Deep breaths in and out. Especially now it's springtime. I know those allergens are agitating your allergies, but that's okay. Pop a Claritin, Zyrtec, or something of your choice that works for you. Read the label. See, that's over the counter. That's over the counter, but you still need to ask your healthcare provider which one is the best for you. And if neither of them work, they'll help you out. They'll help you decide what's best for your allergies. Because those allergens kick in and have your allergies acting up, okay? Y'all listen to the birds talk, chirp, sing. They're happy. They're happy. We know why the free birds sing. Just like we know why the cage bird sings, right? We know why. We know why. Oh Lord, here comes our friend. Hey James Money. What's going on, James Money 615? How are you? Happy Thoughtful Thursday to you. Hey Shawanda. How y'all doing? Happy Thursday. Y'all look, he about to run out here and cuddle up, y'all. Okay. He a long way from me today. So happy Thursday, y'all. I hope y'all are having a happy Thursday, a wonderful Thursday, a thoughtful Thursday, a thankful Thursday, a terrific Thursday, a fabulous Thursday, a fantastic Thursday. Look, the day is winding down. So for those of you who work today, I hope you had a good day at work. I hope that you guys have gotten up, whether you work or not. I hope that you've gotten up and moved, and kept moving consistently. Okay? Hold on, y'all. Okay, we're back. Hope that you were consistent with your cardio, your aerobic activities today. Consistent, and remember to be persistent. Push, push, push. 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 Push until something happens. Push. Get up and push. Keep moving. Keep moving. Y'all welcome, because I know the four y'all who's gonna grab that up real quick. Keep pushing. Keep moving. Get up and move something. And move with purpose. Shawanda said, hey everybody. James Money 615 says, hey, hey, hey. Thank y'all for saying hello in the chat. For coming through here. and going on this walk. We're doing a quick walk today. A quick walk. We've been going, what, 11 minutes? See, let me tell you how you do it. You just put one foot in front of the other, and you keep moving. You put one foot in front of the other, and you keep moving. Now, I know that non-talking, funny-talking bird gonna say that next. Hey, good. Remember, when you're outside, make sure you keep your head on a swivel. Pay attention to your surroundings and move with caution. Move with caution. We're going to keep moving as always, but we're going to move with caution, right? Keep your head on a swivel. We know we can't do it like an owl, but hey. Turn to that left as far as you can. Turn to that right as far as you can. And when you need to, back it up. Back it up. Okay? Back it up. Turn it back around. It just makes sure everything is kosher. Y'all hear the birds, don't you? Listen to our birds. Listen to God's birds, right? We know who they belong to, but I don't think he minds us saying, listen to our birds. Right? Part of nature. Right? Part of that nature that he provides us to help make us feel good. You know, nature helps us to feel good. Sometimes all you gotta do is get outside. Get outside and take a deep breath in. Inhale. And then out. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. A deep breath in. Pull in that oxygen. Pull in that O2. Then out. Release that carbon dioxide. Release that CO2 and other waste. All right? Work that heart, the most important muscle in your body. Work those lungs. Those lungs help you to release and get rid of some of that waste. Okay? So make sure that each and every day you get some type of cardiovascular aerobic activities in. Get them in. And hopefully you'll feel a lot better. Hopefully you'll feel a lot better, right? Whether you're doing it to lose weight, for fitness, for your mental health, stress relief, exercising does it all, right? It does it all. And again, don't do anything you hear me say or see me do. If you do so at your own risk, right? You do so at your own risk. Always, always, always talk with, communicate with, have conversations with your healthcare provider, your primary healthcare provider, if no one else, right? Before you start, change, restart, or stop any exercise program, plan, regimen, or routine. Okay? If you want to change it, That's probably okay without consulting because they've probably already given you a schedule, a routine, and they've given you some alternatives, some things you can do in case you get bored, in case your body plateaus. So, but if not, just talk with them. They'll help you out. They'll send you to someone to help you out if you need that much help, right? Do the things that you need to do that are conducive to improving your health and your fitness. Again, the saying is your health is your wealth. Over here in Lions Pride, your health and fitness are your wealth because your numbers can look great. Your blood pressure can look great, right? Your blood glucose can look great. Your fasting blood glucose can look great, right? Your BMP, your whole basic metabolic panel, your complete metabolic panel of lab work can look great, right? Iron levels, your hematocrit, your hemoglobin, all of those things can look great. Because you're doing well, right? But how do you feel when you walk up those flight of stairs at work or wherever you are, at an outing, wherever you are? Doesn't mean you're not healthy if you get winded. Maybe you're just not moving consistently, persistently, regularly. So you want to get up and move something and keep moving. And move with a purpose. Move with a purpose. Move with a purpose. Again, it doesn't matter if your goal is weight loss, just to improve your fitness level, to relieve stress, to clear your mind, whatever your goals are. Get up and move something and keep moving consistently and be persistent about it. Be resilient. Be resilient. And like so many people on here, don't do it to show out or to impress someone. Do it so that you feel good. No matter what your goals are, that most important goal is about how you feel and how much it contributes to your well-being. Do it to feel good. Because what do they say? What does Coach Prime say? Because see, we get credit over here. We credit too. Feel good. Yes, it's a little bit different. But we're talking about exercising. You feel good. You work good. You feel good. You're going to start to look good. You're going to start to look good. Okay? You're going to start to look good. But make sure that feeling good is your goal. Health, wealth, and feeling good. Improving your fitness level. Those are your goals. Make sure that somewhere clearing your mind, releasing stress, improving your mental health. Make sure that there are so many goals that you can have when it comes to working out. Not just weight loss. Because listen, sometimes, no matter how much you work out, depending on your genetics, just depending on your body type, you may have a little pudge in the stomach. Hips may bang. Okay? And maybe you can get them down, but you can't quite get them down to where you want them to be. But listen, do what you can do, and you'll feel better. Do what you can do, and you'll feel better. Look at the legs move. Watch the legs move. Get up and move your legs, move your arms, move those long bones of your body. move them so that those synovial cavities of those joints can create synovial fluid. And that synovial fluid will help to keep those joints lubricated and not so crackly, okay? Not so crackly. All right. Now, if you have arthritis or anything like that, I don't know a healthcare provider that won't want you to move, but just make sure that you're moving appropriately, the correct way, the right way. Because the more you move, the more synovial fluid those synovial cavities will create, even if you do have conditions, right? Even if you do have conditions. But if you're bone on bone, you just want to make sure that you're moving the correct way. You want to work your body, make sure you don't hurt your body. Work your body, make sure you don't hurt your body. Okay, somebody done scooped that one up. It ain't nothing wrong with saying it, but when you know the tone of it, you know where they got it from. You know where they got it from. But won't drop down and say, I like that. See, everybody and their mama and their mama's mama and their daddy's mama and their baby's mama and their baby's mama is walking now, right? Especially in a certain area of the app. So you want to do things to stand out and be different. Creativity is wonderful. Originality is marvelous. And so we do that by having our own little sayings. Some of them didn't start with me. They've been around for decades. But what I like about me is I know how to make my own. I love how to make my own. So much so that people love to scoop them up. Love to scoop them up. And that's how I know they still be over here. That's how I know they still be over here. So we're going to handle these heels, right? We're not going to run because we don't want the phone to sail over there. But we are going to jog, okay? You got people talking about they don't jog and they ain't even said anything about jogging before. Stop trying to compete where you don't compare. Just do what you can do to be a better you. Do what you can do to improve your fitness level. Don't worry about what you can or can't do that somebody else can do. You will sit around and work your body so hard, then in the wrong way, that you'll hurt your body. So you want to work your body, make sure you don't hurt your body. Stop trying to compete where you don't compare. I can shoot ball, but I'm not going to compare myself to LeBron James. That would be crazy. Okay. Steph Curry, I'm really good with the threes. But why would I do that? Knowing that there's no comparison. You don't know people on these apps. You don't know what they're capable of, what their physical histories are. If they were athletes, such as football players, basketball players, track stars, gymnasts, cheerleaders. Hell, even in the band, people who were in the band were once more active than a lot of people are. Okay? They get those legs up. Like we coming up this hill, we pull. Pull. Imagine someone pushing you. And another person pulling you. Before you know it, you'll be up that hill. So you don't know what people have done? Stop trying to compete where you don't compare. Stop trying to compete where you don't compare. Especially when you don't even know. Compete with yourself. Person you were earlier today. The person you were yesterday. 2 or 3 days ago. A week ago. A month ago. Years ago. You have some people who are in better shape now than they were at 18, 19, 20. Because even though they were in school, maybe they didn't do much. You know? Maybe they didn't, you know, you're like 18, 19, 20. Even though you're in school, you're not everybody, but a lot of people aren't focused on exercising and stuff like that. Unless they're athletes, you know, or unless they are really just into fitness. So some of those people at 25, even though 25 is young, at 25, they're in better shape than they were at 17, right? Some people at 35 are in better shape than they were at 18. It just depends. It just depends. And let me tell y'all something about the apps, okay? Listen, these apps will have people crazy. A lot of the times, because there's been a lot of people that had me perturbed, okay? But I realized that some of them are perturbed themselves by their husbands, their wives, their children, their parents, their siblings. So they come on here where you really don't get to know them, but you know of them, and they put on a facade, okay? They put on a mask. They put on a mask. They put on a mask. Some of them become obsessive. Right. They monitor every single thing you do. And let me tell you, if I find someone that monitors everything I do, guess what? I monitor them just to see how crazy they are. But what you won't find me doing is imitating or trying to duplicate me. But I will watch you because I know you watch me. Moving something. You watch me moving something. I keep moving. One foot in front of the other. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving and grooving. Keep cruising. Keep shaking and baking. Because they pay attention for the wrong reasons. And that's why I say I can encourage people that I don't know. Hopefully kind of push them to do some good things. But be someone's motivation, I don't want to be. I don't want to be. Most people on here are adults. Be your own motivation. Pull yourself up by the bootstraps, by the shoelaces. Do it yourself. See, I encourage you guys to get up and move for an hour each day because we've been moving for 30 minutes. We've gotten in 4,000 steps in 30 minutes. Okay? 4,000 steps in 30 minutes. So don't worry about trying to impress someone. I have my Fitbit because not only does it monitor your steps, it monitors your heart rate. The one that I have monitors your O2 saturation. Your O2 saturation is very important. Okay, I'm sure I hear this again. Okay, but your O2 saturation is very important. Very, very important. Your O2 saturation is very important. So it monitors your steps, your heart rate, your O2 saturation, and quite a lot of other things. So when you get one, make sure you get a good one. Make sure you get a good one, not a cheap one, because a lot of times the cheap ones will count every movement you make as a step. And I guess that's kind of okay because we're moving. You know, you're moving, but you may not necessarily be making steps. So you're moving, which could mean you're, helping burn, that helps burn calories. But you really want one that's going to count your steps. Get one that's good, okay? Get one that's high quality. Get you good shoes. Good shoes. No way in the HE double hockey sticks should you be walking in cheap shoes. Not for exercise. Not for exercise. No way you should be walking in cheap shoes. There are so many good shoes. You got Nike, you got New Balance, right? You got Hoka's, you got Clouds. You got Skechers even. Even Skechers are making better shoes, okay? Good shoes, quality shoes. There's no way you should be walking in Walmart brand shoes. Now, that being said, if Walmart has a good memory foam shoe, a shoe with a good heel, especially a good heel toe drop, then hey, do what you need to do until you can get what you need to get. And just remember to change out your shoes. Change out your shoes every 300 to 500 miles, okay? No way you should be walking in the same pair of shoes for a year. Change out those shoes. And if you're walking for exercise, definitely don't walk in inappropriate shoes. We're adults. We should know which shoes are appropriate and which ones aren't. And just because I named those, Nikes, Hoka, New Balance, Skechers, Clouds, doesn't mean that all of those shoes under that brand are great for walking. You know what your feet are like. Do you need something for your arch? Do your heels need extra padding? What do you need? Buy according to what you need. And a lot of times the people in the stores are very helpful, but you have to be careful with that, because often they're trying to make a what? A sale. They're trying to make a sale. So they're going to try to get you in the most expensive shoe possible. And then when you give them your budget, they're going to try to give you the shoe that's closest to your budget, whether it's a good shoe or for you or not. So just like you know how you feel when you're exercising, pay attention to how your shoes feel when you put them on, especially when you're buying shoes for exercising, walking, running, jogging. Most people, it's satisfactory to get you about 30 minutes a day, but many of us like to hit that hour. So like 30, 45 minutes is okay. You're moving, you're doing something, right? So, look at that sun. It's a good thing that it's breezy, because that sun is not playing. The sun is hitting just right. The sun is hitting just right. The sun is hitting just right. Okay? It's about to get hot, y'all. We're about to start hitting the beaches. Okay? Make sure that you have your sunscreen. Make sure that you have your fluids. Plenty of water. But let's be professional about this, right? Because those of us who have been educated know you can't just tell everybody to just go get plenty of fluids, right? If you're generally healthy, make sure that you get you about 6 to 8 glasses of water. Depending on what you do, you work outside, you may need 10 glasses a day, especially this time of year going and in throughout the summer. But if you have any health conditions or certain issues, you may be on a fluid restriction. So stick to those fluid restrictions no matter what time of the year it is. And yes, it gets hotter now and in the summer. So talk to your healthcare provider, your healthcare team. If they have you on a restriction, let them know that, hey, you work outside, or maybe, you're exercising, so you need a little bit more water, and see if they will okay that for you. Okay, see if they'll okay that for you. Now, see, when you know better, you do better. You don't just go out here nilly-willy telling people to get plenty of water. If you have no restrictions, of course, get you plenty of water. And again, 6 to 8 ounce cups or glasses is pretty standard, but you can calculate it by your weight, okay? And if you work outside or if you exercise a lot, sometimes you need a little bit more because you're sweating, you're releasing more. So you may need a little bit more. But even if you work outside, even if you exercise a lot, if you are on any type of fluid restrictions, make sure you follow the guidelines that your healthcare team has given you. Make sure you follow the guidelines that your healthcare team has given you. See, we're professional over here. A personal disclaimer can be anything, anybody. A dog can come on here and give you a disclaimer, but we've been educated, okay? Quality education, all right? In education, information changes, right? And we have a duty to know when that information changes, right? Those of us who have been medically, clinically, and professionally educated and trained, we know that we have a professional duty, not just a personal duty, to let you know. Now, I don't go into too much detail on here because it's clear that people will pick up everything you say and go to their channels and repeat it. Most of the things that we say in Lions Pride, you can actually Google it, right, and study it. And if you do that, make sure that you use reputable sources. Reputable sources. The .edus, the .orgs. Certain .coms are fine, certain .nets are okay. But .government, nah. Not right now. Not until we get this idiot out of office. Okay? Don't trust anything that you see on a governmental site. It just is what it is. It may not be updated since they're firing all people who know more about health and wealth and the things that we need to do and the things that we should and shouldn't do. Since we have a self-proclaimed king who thinks he knows, he's a genius. He hires other incompetent men like Kennedy, whose family has said he's dumb as a doorbell. So right now, I don't suggest anybody listen to any other governmental sites. Not right now. Because the information that's up now, you never know. It could be good information from maybe November 2024 back, or it could be a bunch of hogwash. Could be a bunch of hogwash. So until we have professionals who have been trained, licensed, certified, and registered back in place in those jobs, I wouldn't even put myself in a position to be looking at governmental websites right now because they're crazy. We have an uneducated, incompetent man who loves the uneducated. Remember, he loves the poorly educated. So he's putting anything and everything up. There's no telling what he'll put up. Make sure you use reputable sources. There's nothing wrong with going to the library. Nothing wrong with going to the library. It's still a very, 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 very valuable resource. Don't pay attention to everything that you Google. A lot of the times, people will click on the first thing that pops up in the search. Well, you know, people pay to be placed up high in the search. They pay for that. So don't pay attention to a lot of that stuff. Make sure that it is a reputable site. You just gotta pay a lot of attention. And people are bad about telling people what news channels are good and what news channels are bad. And it's so crazy that fake Fox News people would say that's their resource, as if it's not skewed. All news is skewed. Liberal, conservative, all news is skewed. But there are some who do have a conscience and awareness, morals, values, and want the best for society overall. And there are others who just want to push craziness, incompetence. And believe it or not, you have people who think that those are reputable sites. People who literally and figuratively couldn't afford to be conservative are listening to the BS, the craziness, the non-scientific stuff, the unresearched. They're listening to people with opinions who are telling you about your health based on opinions, who are telling you about vaccines based on their opinions. So don't listen to those people. They're telling you not to get a vaccine, but they have their own kids vaccinated. And you're still out here pushing that craziness too. You got people telling you they have a way to reverse. If you took a certain vaccine, that they can reverse it. Y'all don't listen to these idiots. Look at who they are. Look at the predominant race, the predominant gender of who is telling you this stuff. Now, what is factual is that there is a particular group of people who are afraid of becoming a minority. Okay? They're afraid of that. They're afraid of that. And some people are 60, 70, 80, 90 years old and listening to that foolishness. So be mindful of where you get your education, where you get your information. All right? And some people, you can put the truth right there in their face, and they're gonna, one, tell you it's a lie, or two, they're gonna justify the BS. That's crazy. You have people who will justify anything that certain people do. You talk about the Guyana effect. It's crazy. See, we pull this hill, and you keep pulling. You keep pulling, and then you make it to the top. Platform. You just keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving. Oh, and remember, patience is love 1.me. And thank you guys for coming to the other channel, subscribing. In a little while, we're just going to stay on that other channel. We're just going to stay on the other channel in a little while. But we're still going to walk and talk over here. In Lion's Pride, let's walk and talk original. Okay, just because we can, just because we started it. So thank you, gamers. Thank you to the ones that play bingo as well with me. Thank you guys for coming to the other channel. I appreciate you. So we have the 3 other channels, but we're going to always keep this one. Because this is our walk and talk channel, right? Walk and talk. Let's walk and talk original. Original in this neck of the woods anyway. Nothing is really, there are some things that are original, but when you come to these apps, the obsession of people, they make sure that nothing stays original. Or you know what? It stays original, but they scoop it up, and the next thing you know, your channel looks like it's being duplicated. They won't even show their faces anymore. They just show their legs. But they won't uncover those things. Uncover them things. Uncover them things. Boom, 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 boom. Uncover those things. See, people like to nice, nasty pick, so I just nice, nasty pick back. When I'm acting silly, y'all, that's all it is. It's just a nice, nasty picking back. Work your body, work your body. Make sure you don't hurt your body. Your heart is the most important muscle in your body. It is a pump. It's the most important pump in your body. Okay? Your vessels have many pumps. So move so that those many pumps can help propel the blood back to your heart so that it can become oxygenated again and circulate back around. Okay? Okay? So move, get up and move. Keep moving consistently and be persistent about it. Move so that that heart and those lungs can push, propel, okay, your blood through your circulatory system, your lymph through your lymphatic system, okay? Work on that immune system, right? You may not eat perfectly, and to those who do, shout out to you, because I see a lot of people who have great eating habits. Great eating habits. Because we know that what? For many of us, half of it is in the diet, all right? So when we name those healthcare providers, we also name the nutritionists, the dietitians, the psychologists, the psychiatrists, right? Any one or combination of those is your healthcare team. So always pay attention. Move, get up and move something. Keep moving. Been saying that for 3 years. It's like eating. My warm-up is my appetizer. My workout is my entree. My cool down is my dessert. And I come on here and do a second cool down with you guys. Sometimes it's 1 of you, sometimes it's 12 of you, sometimes it's 40 of you, and sometimes it's just me. But we keep moving because your biggest concern, your main concern should be you, right? You, not competing where you can't compare, not your neighbor, not anyone else, especially on a platform, especially on a social media platform. All most people on these platforms care about is somebody else's subscriber count. Let me do what they're doing so I can get that subscriber count. Never knowing how you got your subscriber count. Believe it or not, a lot of them are bought. A lot of people are around here buying them. They're buying them. They're buying them. But what you can be guaranteed and assured of over here is not a one is bought. We lose some days, we gain some days. But listen, over here in Lions Pride, Let's Walk and Talk Original, it's not about that. It's about moving. Getting up and moving. Not motivating anybody, but encouraging you. Some people would say, that's a synonym to motivation. Nah, not for me. I look at them they're similar. They are similar. I look at them slightly different. Slightly different. Because I have learned that when you motivate certain people, they become obsessive. They become obsessive. But what I will do is encourage people to do what they're already doing or to start doing something. To start doing something. But I don't want to be any adult's motivation. 9 minutes before it's an hour. 9 minutes before it's an hour. So for 10 minutes, Like I tell you guys, for me, the warm-up is what? The appetizer. The workout is the entree. The cool down is the dessert. Now, I do long cool downs because what I'm really doing is just coming back on here to walk some more. To walk some more. And I think of the word radar. R is my stretch, right? I'm stretching as a part of the A, my warm-up. D is my workout. Then we go into our cool down, which is the other A. And the R, our last bit of stretching. If at any time during your workout you feel the need to stretch again, go ahead and do so. Sometimes those muscles tighten up. You can hear the gas bubbles in your joints popping, right? Just give your joints a massage. Give your joints a massage. Do your stretches and keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving. And pay attention to some of the people that you listen to. If you feel uncomfortable, slow down and or more importantly, stop and just start again later. Slow down and or more importantly, if you need to, stop and start again later. Start again later. Stop trying to push yourself to impress somebody. You're exercising for your health, for your well-being, and your fitness. What are y'all going to eat today? If you come across this live replay, leave it in the comments. What are you having for Thursday dinner? Are you already eating? Some of you guys are already eating. It's like 8 Eastern, 7 Central. Some of you are already eating. Look at that. People getting those yards cleaned up. They're getting those yards cleaned up. The yards are looking nice. Everybody's doing their lawn. We got everything blooming, of course. Again, we got purple, pink, white, yellow, all types of blooms, all different kinds of flowers and things blooming. It's spring. It's April. What's today? April 10th. Today is April 10th. Before we know it, it'll be May. And it's so funny how these months are flying by so fast. I think we say that every year, but this time, they're flying. They are flying by so fast. January, February, March, April. Almost the middle of April. So think about it. With the grace of God, you do that again, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Time just flies when you're an adult. And we were so eager as kids to grow up. Take your time. Take your time. By the grace of God, you're blessed to see another day. Enjoy each and every day the same. Whether it goes by the name of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Cherish each and every day the same, because each and every day is a blessing. Look at the legs move. Watch the legs move. and be encouraged to get up and move. There are so many ways you can move, okay? Don't become complacent. Walking is just one of many. You can walk, you can jog, you can skip, you can run, right? You can hike, right? You can go mountain climbing. Hell, if you can, if you can, get out there and surf. Get those arms going, right? You can play basketball, kickball, baseball, softball, flag football. You can get your bike and ride it around your neighborhood. Ride it up and down the street. Ride it around the perimeter of your yard, your home, the perimeter of your home. Take it to the park. Ride it around the park, right? Go skating. I just told y'all 16 things. Go skating. If you're on your bike outside or you're skating, put on your helmet, your reflective gear, so that you'll be seen, and get moving and keep moving. Get moving and keep moving. Put on your reflective gear. If you don't want to ride your bike outside, get on your stationary bicycle, your treadmill, your elliptical, your mini stepper. Now your stepper, I don't always push that for cardio. I push that to help tone and strengthen those legs all the way up to the hips. Now it is definitely a fat burner, but it's just too stationary for me. That's too stationary for me. I love my stepper, but it's very, very stationary. And it provides a good bit of resistance. But hey, we just hit that incline on the treadmill and we get that. But that stepper, I really use it to help to tone the legs, make the legs stronger, help those hips. But you have to be careful with that, especially if you've had certain injuries in the past. Listen to yourself when you're working out. Listen to yourself. Over here, I say let's walk and talk. Not because it's cute like most people would think, but because it means a lot. It means a lot. It means a lot. And though walking and talking is a great sign or show of your fitness level, it's a great sign or show of your fitness level as long as you're comfortable. I hear so many people that are talking as they're walking, and I'm looking like, sis, bro, just focus on the walking. Just focus on the walking, okay? That is the most important component. That's the most important part. Don't overexert yourself, especially trying to prove points. Don't overexert yourself. Walking and talking sounds cute, but health-wise, there are many reasons that I do it, and the words just happen to rhyme. Okay, the words just happen to rhyme. There's not one reason, two reasons, three reasons. There are about 15 reasons why walking and talking is great. Okay, I just dropped a little nugget for about 3 people I know. They're gonna go look it up now. They're gonna look it up now. It's just not about sounding cute or trying to draw subscribers. I hear an ambulance. Wherever that ambulance is going, I hope that that person or those people are going to be okay. I hope that they're going to be okay. Look at the legs move. Watch the legs move. Watch the legs move. Be encouraged. Be motivated to get up and move. Okay? But don't let me be your motivation. Please. People will fixate on you. Okay? I just want to give you a little encouragement. A little bit of encouragement to do what you're already doing. To do a little bit more. Be your own motivation. Be your own motivation. You're a full-grown adult. Many of you are old enough to have kids, some grandkids. Be your own motivation. Instill it into them to be their own motivation. It's great to have motivators. It is. But I have found recently that sometimes it's not so great to be a motivator. So I just like to encourage people, you know, saying things like, good job, that's great, great work. But to be someone's motivator, mm-mm. It's an hour, it's been an hour, and I'm about to get out of here. We got done a little bit earlier. Okay? Y'all know what I have always said over here. Don't let these bothered people bother you. Yeah, over here, Lines Pride. Not, that's where it was. Don't let bothered people bother you. Don't let stressed people stress you out. Don't let stressed people stress you out. If you find yourself in a misery lounge, that could be somebody else's home, a place of work, a place of business, at an event. It could be on the cookie aisle at the grocery store. It can be anywhere. Don't allow those people to stress you out. I know it's easier said than done, believe you me, because I'm a person with very short patience, okay? But try not to let them stress you out and get your blood pressure up. You may say that your blood pressure is not up, but listen, don't let these people stress you out. Getting a little mad is okay. Mad is an emotion, but don't let them stress you out. Sometimes it might be even better to get mad and get it out of your system kind of quickly. But don't let them stress you out. Don't let them linger in your head, because that's what a lot of people's job is. A lot of people, that's their job. When they say misery loves company, that's a correct statement. But a lot of times it's not really so much that they're miserable. Some people just like making other people miserable. So when you find yourself in one of those places, grab your grip and go. Once you see the sheep start to unzip his clothes and the wool start to come out, grab your grip and go. If you're at their place, politely grab your stuff. I know you were watching the game and everything was going smoothly until they started cutting up. But just grab your stuff and go. Grab your grip, G-Y-G-A-G. Grab your grip and go. If they're in your space, your personal space, your platform, make them GTGAG. Grab their grip and go. Leave. Make them leave. Get up out of there. You don't have to tolerate it. You don't have to put up with it. That's in your personal life, on platforms, whatever platform you're on. That's in the grocery store. I know a lot of times we're like, I'm not going to the next aisle. That's okay. If you don't want to go to the next aisle, just back up. Back up. You don't want to be near someone who's disturbing your peace anyway. So we pull these knees up, 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 and we march. We march in place. Okay, we walk. I told you guys about 20 things you can do besides walking, okay? And I think all of them but one were free. All but one were free. So we're going to go sideways, back, side, as we wait on this traffic. Let's go. Let's go. These birds are at it, y'all. I'm telling you. They're talking, they're chirping, they're singing. And again, we know why the free bird sings. We know why the cage bird sings, right? They're mating. They're enjoying this weather. They're having a good old time, a grand old time. So one foot in front of the other. One foot in front of the other. Move with a purpose. Walk with a purpose. Move with purpose. MWP. Move with purpose. Move with purpose. Move with a purpose. Move with purpose. Also move with a purpose. MWP or MWAP. MWAP. Move with a purpose. Move with purpose. So we're truly cooling down now. We're doing a true cool down. Before you exercise, remember, don't lie about it. Do your stretches, okay? Don't lie about it because you know you're supposed to do it. Actually do it. It won't take long. Do your stretches, okay? Do your stretches. Get your heart rate up. Gradually get your heart rate up because you're getting your heart and your body prepared to work, okay? Then go into your workout. When it's time to wrap up, cool down. Start to slow down. Get your heart rate back down to as close as its resting heart rate state, okay? Your resting heart rate state. Resting heart rate means your heart rate when you're just kind of chilling and watching TV, doing some, some light work around the house, just regular, movements. Because when you're working out, when you're walking even, you want to get that heart rate up, okay? According to your fitness level, though. According to your fitness level. You want to get it up and you want to bring it back down when you're about to finish, okay? Hey, two birds, I know y'all listening. You want to bring it back down, okay? Get it up, then bring it back down, all right? You want to work your body, including your major organs, your limbs. You want to work everything. Work your body, but make sure you don't hurt your body. Don't overexert yourself. Don't do things that you know that you cannot do or should not be doing. Okay? You want to know what your maximum heart rate is for exercise, for your age, for your gender. See, we drop nuggets over here. We drop nuggets. Over here in Lions Pride, we do not professionally, medically, or clinically assess, diagnose, treat, or evaluate. It's for educational, informational, entertainment purposes only. So when you say you can't educate because of this and that, well, the copyright 107 says educational. So we just drop nuggets. We're dropping nuggets. Okay, and it's up to you guys to go and do your proper research through reputable sources and figure out how that research pertains to you. Because there is research out there, all right, as relates to health and fitness. So go do your research. We just dropped the nuggets and let you know some things you can research. That's as far as the education goes. You go find out what works for you. Again, we do not professionally, medically, clinically assess, diagnose, treat, or evaluate. We just drop nuggets. We drop nuggets. You pick them up, you research them. You guys drop nuggets often in the chat about what works for you. And the rest of us can pick them up, research them, pass them along to people we know and love, and see if maybe they can work for them. That's what we do. That's the most we can do. That's the best we can do. And see if it works for them. And when you find something that works for you, you go with it. You go with it. As long as the person who can assess you, who can diagnose you, who can treat you, and who can evaluate you is okay with it. That person or those people are your healthcare team. Okay? Those of us who have licenses, registrations, and certifications, we have to make not just a disclaimer, professional disclaimer, because the apps don't give us those things. We worked hard, went to school, worked hard, okay? Passed some hard tests, very hard tests. For some people they were hard, for some people not so hard. You know, sometimes things come so easily to people, but we had to do that. So yes, it is a bit annoying to hear people who haven't done that regurgitate something that they've heard you say. Some of it is simple. Again, you can Google it. And that's why we don't go into too much detail, because it has been proven that people on these apps will regurgitate everything you say out of your mouth, not having been taught, educated, formally, trained, formally, but they'll regurgitate everything that you've said. So I advise you to keep what you say. If you do have professional training, to keep what you say at a minimum. Because these people will just say everything you say out your mouth, okay? They'll say everything you say out of your mouth. And you can tell they're bumbling and stumbling, trying to get it out the right way and can't. So make sure you give your professional disclaimers. Professionals. Because you never know who might catch your video, who might catch your live or your live replay, and you don't know where they are. They're dealing with weight loss or battles. Just because you're sitting there saying, do that, that's what I do, that's what I do. Look, anybody can tell them that. As a professional, I'm going to tell you, don't even listen to professionals. Listen to them, but don't implement what they're telling you until you do your research and take it to the professionals that can lay hands on the information that you really need to have. Those people who can pass you that information, those people who can educate you and tell you how to keep your blood pressure down, how to keep your glucose in check, how much your glucose should be if you need to take insulin or not. You know, the things that we say on these apps. Now, some people on here, they actually get on and they let you know what registration they have, what license they have, what professional training they have, what certification they have. And that's what their channels are all about. But over here, we keep it light. We keep it light because we know the crazy side of the app. And we don't want anybody running back saying that you told them to do this and that it would work. So we do use our professional, not just personal, professional, personalized disclaimer. So you guys be well. Have a wonderful rest of your thoughtful Thursday. Think about some things that happened during the day, during the week, last week, maybe in life. And when you think about those things, think about the things that made you happy. Think about the things that were good for you. And sometimes you have to think about the things that weren't so good so that you can remember not to go back there, not to accept those things again, especially if they were from people. You know, remember the R words: relax, release, relate to the things that you can, resolve the things that you can, replenish your heart, mind, body, and soul. Remember who you are. Remember some things that you used to do that brought you joy. Revisit those things. Okay, replace some things that need to be replaced. Reevaluate some things. Reevaluate yourself. Reevaluate those that you are around. Look at the legs move. Reevaluate some of the things that you're doing for yourself. If you hit a plateau in exercise, think about it. What are you doing? You need to do a reevaluation. and find something else that works. If walking doesn't seem to be getting it for you, remember, I tell you guys every day almost 20 other things that you can do. When you hit a plateau, it's like a writer hitting writer's block. When you hit a plateau, find something else to do. Don't become complacent. Find something else to do. And remember, if you have not exercised in weeks, months, or years, especially years, especially months, some cases, especially weeks, just whatever, always ease back into it. Always ease back into it. And remember, a lot of times you can't do what you did 20 years ago. And in some instances, we can do a little bit more. Because back then, maybe you weren't conditioned enough, mentally or physically. Right? So, maybe you're in a little bit better shape now. Do those things. But even if you were an athlete, track star, military, if you have not exercised in a while, slowly get back into it. You will most likely adapt very, very well. Much easier than the average person. But remember, slowly get back into it. Don't hurt yourself. Work your body, work your body. Make sure you don't hurt your body. Work your body, work your body. Make sure you don't hurt your body. Okay. Gradually glide back into it. Glide back into it. And you'll be glad you did. The more you do, the more you will want to do. Now, some people will tell you exercising is just not for them. Sometimes if their goal is weight loss, sometimes it's manageable through diet only. But I implore people to work out, encourage people to work out. No one's motivator, but I do encourage people to work out. You don't have to be a WWE wrestler. You don't have to be Wonder Woman, Superman. Just do some basics. Just do some basics. Some basic cardiovascular aerobic activity to work the heart, to work your lungs, okay? To keep that blood pumping, pushing, helping that circulatory system, helping your lymphatic system, okay? Your vessels also have pumps, little pumps that help the blood to get where it needs to go, okay? Take those deep breaths in and out. Take those deep breaths in, then out. Pull in that oxygen. Inhale, then exhale. Release that CO2 and other waste. Okay? Getting that cardiovascular aerobic activity in each and every day will help you. But make sure that you are able to do that. And listen, get your preventative treatments, okay? Go to get your preventative treatments, your preventative appointments. Go to your preventative appointments. All that preventative health care, go ahead and get those appointments taken care of, okay? And pray that everything is okay. Don't tell other people not to do this or not to do that, or to do this or to do that, and you don't even go get your regular appointments yourself. All right? A lot of people don't like going to the doctors. A lot of people don't. Right? But if you're going to tell other people what to do, or encourage other people, or if you would like to say that you're a motivator and you motivate other people, make sure that you're not telling people to do things that you wouldn't do yourselves. Make sure, if you're telling somebody to talk to their doctor, you should be able to tell them when the last time was that you talked to your doctor. You don't have to tell them your business. But I see so many people just saying, oh, contact your doctor. When was the last time you did? So encourage people to do things that you would do, or that you do. Encourage people to do the things as related to their health and fitness. If you're going to encourage someone to do something, make sure that you're doing it as well. Make sure that you're doing it as well. And take breaks from the apps. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your friends. Enjoy activities. You don't have to put everything on camera. And if you do it for your family. Y'all remember they would always have those camcorders where you could just record things for you and your family? If you're going to do it, you know, do it for your family. It's like social media. This World Wide Web has people like obsessed with putting any and everything on camera. Do you guys ever feel like, for content creators, like, I don't need to put this on camera? I don't have to show this? Like, do you? Let me know in the comments if you catch this. Do you ever feel like, let me know, because from what I can see, a lot of people, I don't even think they think like that. They just, everything, grab the camera. Everything, grab the phone. Everything posted up. Everything. If I'm on vacation for 5 days, I'm on vacation for 5 days. We're taking pictures for family and friends. And then we'll pick through those things, certain things to maybe upload. Certain things to maybe upload. They don't have to know everything I'm doing in Hawaii, okay? Save some things for you and your family and friends, your loved ones. But people are so eager to just share everything with strangers. Strangers. You guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Y'all know what it is. Remember that 4-letter word, self. Self-love, self-motivation, self-dedication, self-commitment, self-motivation. Motivate yourself. Jeez. Self-determination, self-esteem, self-control, self-accountability. Y'all know I wish you peace, positivity, and prosperity, right? Because without peace, what is it? There's chaos. Without positivity, there's negativity. Wherever chaos and negativity live, roam, hold hands, get planted, you might fail to prosper to your fullest potential. And we want to prosper into our fullest potential so that we can walk peacefully into our purpose. Walk with purpose. Move with purpose. Go peacefully into your purpose. Have a mindset that's as peaceful as possible. We're human. You're not always going to have a peaceful mindset. But for as much as you can, whenever you can, try your best to have that. Peace, positivity, and prosperity so that you can walk peacefully. Push into your purpose. Push into your purpose. Pull your purpose. Pull into your purpose. Sometimes you got to pull something in. You got to kind of go backwards and pull it that way. Sometimes that makes the load a little bit easier. So peace, positivity, and prosperity so that you can walk peacefully, patiently, push and pull into your purpose. See, we like the P words as well. Y'all have a wonderful Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. All right? It's Friday. It's the weekend. Well, not quite if you got to work tomorrow, right? Yeah, some people got to work all weekend. Shout out to those weekend warriors. Shout out to the weekend warriors. Okay? Shout out to the weekend warriors. For all that you do to keep things going over the weekend. Right? Sometimes it's nice to work on the weekends. Sometimes it's nice to work on the weekends. Sometimes people get tired of working Monday through Friday. You know, you work Monday through Friday. That means you're going to have to take off, request off to go to your appointments or, you know, other things that you may need to do. Maybe your child has something, an event at school, and you got to take off. You got to request off. You know, and that's okay. That's fine. Sometimes your employer is okay with that. But sometimes, depending on what you do, they're not. So sometimes it's good to work on the weekends. It's good to work on the weekends. So shout out to the people who do work weekends. Again, the weekend warriors. Oh, okay, 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 okay. Target reached. I don't know if y'all can see that, but see, we do this. 10K, under an hour and a half. Under an hour and a half. See, don't worry about your steps. Just worry about making the steps. Worry about making the steps. All right? 10,000 steps is equivalent to roughly 5 miles or so, depending on the person. Generally speaking, 10K is about 5 miles or so. Remember when your grandparents said they used to walk 10 miles to school and 10 miles back? Remember when your parents said they used to walk 10 miles to school and 10 miles back? Well, guess what? We just did 5 miles in under an hour and a half, and we were just walking and talking. What's going on, Jordan? Jordan says, hey, Lions Pride, let's walk and talk. What's going on, Jordan? Happy Thoughtful Thursday to you. Happy Thankful Thursday. Thank you for stopping in here saying hello. The watch went off a second ago. We had forgot about the steps. People often ask me, how many steps do you... Listen, I know we get well over the 10K. I know that, okay? We tinker on about 15K. But when we do these walk and talks, easily 10K. If we stay on here like an hour to an hour and a half, depending on how much we walk or the way we walking, we hit it. Don't focus on your number of steps. Focus on making your steps. Focus on how you feel the more you step. Trying to get on your level of awesome. Oh, Jordan, you're already there. You're already there, Jordan. I'm trying to get on your level, okay? Push, push, push. I'm trying to get on your level, Jordan. You're already there. Just push, push, push. Sometimes, like I said earlier, we got to pull. We got to pull ourselves into our purpose. Sometimes you got to push. Like when I do those hills, look, I feel like, okay, imagine somebody's behind you pushing you. Also imagine someone's in front of you pulling you. Sometimes you got to imagine that you're being pushed and pulled in a good way. Jordan says you're doing awesome over it. Thank you, Jordan. You are too. You are too. And look, you don't let anything stop you. Even when you have to switch it up or change it up a little bit, you don't let anything stop you. You don't let anything stop you. And that's amazing. That's amazing. You're going to keep moving. You're going to keep pushing. You're going to keep it going. So listen, people, like an hour, 20 something minutes, 10K. Okay? So when people ask me that, sometimes I try to remember, I'm like, listen, through the grace of God, if it's God's will, we're going to get over that 10. We're going to try to push for 15, 20. But it just depends on your focus and what you're doing. And don't compete. You cannot compete where you don't compare. You never know what people are doing throughout the day. But we put this watch on at 0 at an hour and a half. And we've hit the 10K. Okay? So that's roughly 5 miles. Again, remember, some of our grandparents and parents can outdo us, y'all. They used to, they used to do 10 miles to and from school. That's roughly 20K steps to and from, 40K in a day. And then they would have to get home and help mama and grandmama and daddy and granddaddy. Okay? They would have to do, they would look, they were kids and they were young. But listen, grandmama and granddaddy would do it too, because a lot of times they walked them to school. Even if they didn't go walk them home, they walked them to school. And they worked all day, or most of the day. Jordan says, I did a 5 mile in under an hour and a half as well. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's like, you just got to keep pushing, Jordan. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. And you don't have to overextend yourself. You do not have to overextend yourself. The walk was not, we didn't power walk today. It's just a regular walk. Just a brisk walk. Sometimes it was slow. It was brisk. Sometimes it was slow. But when we power walk, yeah, we get it in. When I decide to power walk, on the days I power walk, yes, usually I set a goal for those days. But like today, hey, we're just walking. We're just walking. We're just now an hour and 31 minutes. So the alarm went off like at 1:27. Listen, people, motivate yourself not by the number of steps, but by the way that you feel. Okay? Continue to do it each and every day, and hopefully each and every day you'll feel better, regardless of your number of steps. Regardless of your number of steps. I see so many people, it feels like they're in competition, trying to prove their number of steps. The only person you should be in competition with is the person that you were yesterday, the day before, the week before, the month before, the year before, years before. That's it, and that's all. That's it, and that's all. Watch the legs move. Look at the legs move. Look at the legs and feet move. That's what we do over here. One foot in front of the other. One foot in front of the other. There are ways to walk. Listen, there are ways to walk. There are cadences that you walk to. Why do you think they walk to those cadences in the military? Yeah, it helps keep up morale. And sometimes, look, I have other friends in the military. They be like, I don't know why they just have us doing it to keep us occupied. There are reasons for walking to a cadence. All right? There are reasons for walking to a cadence. Now, they may not break it down all the way down and tell you the reasons, but there are reasons, and not just those in the military. There are reasons to walk into cadences. One foot in front of the other. Keep moving. One foot in front of the other. Keep moving. And make sure to get your weight training in, your resistance weight training. Get it in. All right? Make those muscles stronger. Toner. So that you can do your cardio longer. Yeah, he was on his bicycle, but his music was really loud. His music was really loud. I hear an ambulance again. That's the second time we've heard an ambulance today on the walk, y'all. So I'm hoping they're okay. The traffic comes, we keep moving. We keep moving. I'm hoping they're okay. Here comes a motorcycle. Save gas. Get you a motorcycle. Listen, save gas. Get you a motorcycle. Okay. Okay. Save gas. Get you a motorcycle. So you get your cool down. You bring that heart rate back down to resting heart rate. You bring it back down to resting heart rate. And then you stretch. You stretch. We stretch often as we move. Hit those calves. Hit those calves. Bring that leg up. Bring that leg up. Slow march. Slow march. Feeling a stretch in that quadricep. In that quadricep. And then you want to also stretch that hamstring. Remember, for every muscle that you work, you also work the opposite muscle. For every muscle that you stretch, you also stretch the opposite muscle. Slow walk, lunge, 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 lunge. Now, take some deep breaths in and out. Pull in and out. Deep breath in and out. In, then out. Pull in that good old oxygen, that O2, and release that CO2, that carbon dioxide and other waste. All right? Work your body, work your body. Make sure you don't hurt your body. Okay? Thank you guys for joining me in Lions Pride. We've said our closing words, and I thank you, the J. Jordan, for coming in here. Okay? Being positive, being an encourager, a great influencer. And thank you to Shawanda and James Money 615 and anyone else that came through that didn't decide to drop down. I'll know which one of you guys came through that didn't drop down. Okay? Okay? You're welcome, Jordan. Thank you again. And again, thank you for always being positive on these YouTube streets. I will see you guys, hopefully, if it's the Lord's will, on tomorrow. In Lines Pride for the next Let's Walk and Talk original. Okay? Bye, y'all. Y'all check out the J Jordan. Okay? Check him out. Go over there and get some moves. Go over there and get some nice good exercising in, some boxing, some stepping. Look, he got it all. He got it all covered, okay? Bye, y'all.